Hello there. So today I'm moving on to Breckenridge and my ski area reviews. This is a massive destination that is beloved by people across the country, around the world. It is a destination to visit. A lot of it has to do with the town itself and the party atmosphere it has, the massive mountains, the all the peaks that you have that you can go ski. It's just amazing. So let's get right into it. Okay, so just to start, Breckenridge is located an hour and 43 minutes by car, right? Uh, from Denver International Airport. There's also buses. There's a lot of buses available. If you don't want to deal with traffic hassles, I would just recommend getting some kind of a bus or shuttle. I think Vail Resorts offers them. I actually once did that and it was very, very helpful. So I didn't have to worry about being late for my flight. Everything will be taken care of by the drivers. It's actually worth it. Unless now I prefer to drive because I like stopping and seeing the sights whenever I want to. But that's just me. But if you have no other choice, you might as well just go on a bus. Otherwise, you can drive. And as I've mentioned before with the I-70, that's a parking lot of times. So depending on when you're going, just be prepared for a long, long drive and make sure you take your bathroom breaks before you get on there because you're not going to have that many. Maybe a couple of towns like Georgetown. There's a nice little rest stop in Georgetown where they have a visitor center. You can have restrooms and stuff like that and get coffee or whatever you need. All right, so that's that. I mean, as you can see from this map here, Breckenridge isn't that far from Frisco, Beaver Creek. It's also close to Winter Park and Keystone and other areas, including the Arapahoe Basin. So you have a lot of you have Loveland too. You have a lot of places you can go nearby. You want to take day trips. Like one of a good day trip would be go to Copper. Copper has a nice little town by it. All right. So here's their website, and let's go to the trail map. All right. So my disclosure is that I haven't skied every peak here. In fact, I've never been to 9 and 10. And then the reason for that is because even though I've been here many times, I just kind of tend to always want to park here at the base of this Breck Connect gondola. And from there, I just fall in love with these areas over here. And I one day I'll have to go and just spend time in the sides according to what you read about the different peaks. Peak 10 is for experts only. So, you better be pretty good to ski here, right? Looks like there's only blacks, double black, diamonds. So it depends on what you're looking for. Peak 9, according to its description, is this is the place to learn and have fun. Sounds really great to me. There's also a gondola you can take. I believe there's a gondola here somewhere too in town. That's probably this Peak Connect. Yeah, so you have another option. Now, the reason I go to this area is because the parking is so easy here. I mean, you do have free parking, then you can take a little bus to get to the gondola. But listen, if you're out there on vacation, and you're not going to ski every single day, and you have to drive from somewhere, you're going for one day. I hate paying for parking, but it's usually like 20 or $30. If you got a bunch of people split it, and you can park right at the gondola. To me, this is an absolute must. Park right here. You just walk onto this gondola, and it's a beautiful view. You might see moose or something as you're climbing up here. There's a little stop here, a little station where people get picked up. And this is only for people who live in this area here because there's no other reason to. And then you get another peak 7 station. So if you're going to be doing peak 7 and peak 6, you'd want to get off here. But I always go to peak 8, and according to their description, makes sense. Peak 8 is the heartbeat of the resort and the hub of all action, the quintessential Breck Peak. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. You got every kind of experience here. So I mean, this is like a mountain in itself. A lot of people could just spend their whole time here. You can go up to some more steep terrain. There's a T-bar up here. You can do whatever you want. I've enjoyed all these. Like, let's see, what is it? High anxiety, Rounders is good. Duke's Run is good, and you can get a lot of powder here. If you get a good powder day, you can have fun. A lot of fun skiing in this area here. And there's also some big terrain features here. yeah, some train park features that I'm sure competitors have used. It's sweet. And you have a nice lodge with restaurants, and you can sit outside and bask in the glory of the beautiful area. I also like going to Peak Seven. Peak Seven to me is it's a cruiser's delight. These are all like blue runs here, very well groomed. If you just want to cruise, I mean, this area is so beautiful. It itself is worth the trip. If you're into cruising, you're not into like powder days. You're not into hiking up to one of the more steeper terrain. This one actually is not that bad. It's Pica, this area here. So I'm not a big T-bar guy, but if you are, you can go here. You can also take this Imperial chair up. None of these are horrible rides. And I mean, runs. I mean, of course, if you go into the double black areas, you need to be a better skier to handle yourself there. But down here, it's just all easy cruising all the way down. I will say that if you're coming on a busy day, lines at the bottom of like Independence cruise chair can be really long. But that just happens because the gondola lets off here. I mean, some people again will go to PK where I prefer to get off, but sometimes you just get off here and you're like, oh, I'm just going to go straight to the lift, but it gets busy. And again, there's really a nice uh, place that you can hang out there, nice lodge here. Now, my favorite thing to do of all, and the reason I like Breckenridge is I'll get up here, go down, say, Monte Cristo, somewhere to get to the Zendo chair, and go down to the Kensho Super Tour. This is to me the most beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful areas that I've ever skied at. I mean, and I just like to refer to it as Elysian Fields, but there's so many different things you can do up here. I mean, it is spectacular. If you've never skied a bowl and you want to get into bowl skiing, and this is your first experience, I mean, I'd go down here, Reverie. I mean, it's worth it. I mean, it is so worth it. To be in this massive bowl where there's no trees or anything like that. And if you get even a little snow, it doesn't have to be massive powder. You're just gonna have a blast. Go down Reverie or Daydream or Nirvana. Any of these are fine. Then come back down here. It's back to the Ken Shaw Super Chair. This one opens a little later generally, like maybe like 11 or something. I can't be 100% sure. Last time I went was like 3 years ago, but it'll open just a little bit later. And often a lot of the upper parts open later because of avalanche uncertainty. So the ski patrol and they have to take care of these areas. Maybe you'll hear cannons. By the way, if you haven't skied out west, one of the things you're going to hear a lot is these shells being fired or explosives because that's how we do avalanche prevention is by clearing these areas, right? Clearing these areas so that you don't have avalanches. So you'll basically create your own avalanche so that skiers and snowboarders don't create avalanches and get hurt. So it's only when everything is clear that this area will be open. But it's amazing how easy it is to get down here. And I'd say that the Reverie area is a little bit easier than Bliss. The start in Bliss is a little bit more challenging especially for somebody who's just advancing into the blues or an uncertain blue skier. That's going to be just a little bit more challenging, but it's spectacular. I just have no idea. That is just again, if you can just say, "Hey, I want to go ski out west and get some good videos," head over here to Kenshaw Super Chair. You won't be disappointed. In terms of, let's go to pricing. So as you can imagine, being one of the biggies here, like Vail, you got Aspen, you got Breckenridge. It's not going to be cheap. So let's take a look at tickets and passes. Let's see, just a regular ticket. I think I saw here is lift tickets. Buy now. There you go. Buy early, save more. And believe me, that is true. All right, let's let the counter come in. Like if you were going today, it's not 175, 175. See, that's not cheap. You go closer to the weekend. Well, this is for two people. Closer to the weekend, Scared you there, didn't I? It's a 216. I mean, you're talking about some serious money now per person, right? So if you're going to go here, you're going to stay and have some fun. And you're going to, if you eat here, you're adding a lot of extra money here. My secret to skiing and having fun is that I don't go there for the food. I bring my own food. Hell, listen, I carry peanut butter jelly sandwiches with me, granola bar type things. That's what I'll eat. Like with the kids, I can understand it. Like when my son was young, we'd go and I'd let him have a burger, an overly priced burger somewhere there. I mean, like $30 for a crappy burger. And that's not always going to be crappy, but some places it's not worth $30. I can make burgers on my own for a lot less, but it's going to be expensive eating on the resort property. Now, if you have Epic Pass, I believe you save, I don't know what percentage you save, but you do save if you have an Epic Pass, so that's worth it. If you don't, I just bring my own food. I mean, what's the point? You get a good backpack that you can ride a lift with. Some backpacks are dangerous to ride lifts with. You can get caught. And I have been stuck on a lift as I was turning around because my backpack got caught. But now I have a professional, backpack that I can use. So yeah, you want to bring your own food and buy earlier. See, I think let's see if you're staying away from weekends, I could buy for Monday the 15th. What's the price? Let's see. Still expensive. It's getting more expensive. I guess it's because it's getting closer to Christmas. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, but you're saving because it's 216 versus 234, right? So this is not cheap. Buy online if you can. I hope you have a pass and you'll be better off. Epic, you're not going to find, oh, I'm going to go to ski shop and get some tickets. Yeah, these guys know what they're doing. Okay. So they're not going to let you do that. So let's see. I would recommend this as a destination. The town itself is beautiful. So I just was looking for some good pictures of the town. There you go. Look at that. Unbelievable. I was here during the summer once and I just sat by this creek and just read. I mean, the shops are great. If you like rocks, rock collecting, you can find what you want there. This shop is right there. So get off the gondola, put away your stuff, especially if you're staying in town. You can go walk around, get a good meal. If you're a spring break person, I usually go there because I'm a professor. When I have spring break, I go during spring break because I'm off. But students are there and they're partying. This is like a big, big party area. You can see some pretty wild stuff going on if you hang around. Oh my God, look at that. This is spectacular. Even so, if you're not into skiing or boarding and you just want to hang out and go shopping, this is the place to go. All right. I highly, highly recommend going here. I highly recommend going here. Again, if you're driving, make sure you have a car that has, when you rent a car, get one that has all-wheel drive. I always do. Preferably if they have the right kind of tires, just tell them you're going to go skiing and you're going to drive up there. That's recommended. You can do day trips, you can go everywhere you want, but go to Breckenridge. One last thing, make sure you subscribe to my channel so I can keep on making beautiful videos like this for you. Thank you very much for watching this. Have a great day.